Hey everybody. Uh Welcome to Dark Soul Sundays, as I've lovingly begun to call it. So hey Kate, how are you doing? Hopefully everybody's doing well. They had a great and safe 4th of July, enjoyed some fireworks and all the things that go along with that. And just had a good all weekend. So we're going to be getting into the newest expansion of Dark Souls, which is called Seekers of Humanity. And before we spin into that, let's go ahead and rehash a mistake I made. So one thing I've been doing is whenever I fight the bosses, the weather side of the board, the bosses, when it's time for them to move from, and it wasn't very clear to me in the manual, but what it was saying was that if they have to move, it's like they just can't hop in any direction when truly they can't. So now, whenever the boss is moving, we'll see that when we fight them. When it moves their position, they're not going to move one or slide in that direction. They're actually going to hop to that position. And that was the only thing I found that I was making an error on. So I will correct that in this playthrough. And yeah. But other than that, everything else is good. So let's see where we are. So let's go ahead and get some information and then we'll get down to the table. All right. Dark Souls, card game, Seekers of Humanity. This is their highest ranked expansion, actually, 8.1. And it's their highest ranked expansion because it added a new element, which was called the Invaders. So basically, mini bosses, where these are two bosses, and I say these like you can see what I'm pointing at. Down at the table, the two bosses that I usually fight, well, now they've added mini bosses into the deck. So you can actually draw a mini boss that comes out with other creatures to pummel you mercilessly, as if Dark Souls wasn't hard enough. But it that caused a lot of people to really like it because when you beat those mini bosses, you actually get new equipment, and it's new equipment specific to those mini bosses. So that works. It really works, and they also added Ember, and when you play Ember, you get some really cool effects that happen with it. And I've shuffled those Ember into the deck already, but then I'll reshuffle like I usually do. So if I get an Ember, smooth. If I don't, okay. If I draw a mini boss, sad face, but I have the chance of getting equipment. And we've added two new classes, the warrior class and the cleric class. And the warrior class is kind of like that big AoE, not AoE, they're good against multiple creatures, and they do have AoE spells, and then the cleric is good for healing. So we already had the herald who healed. The cleric heals also, but not, I don't think as strongly, but they've got stuff in their deck that really helps. They're a better fighter than the herald in terms of single target, but we'll see as we go. Hey Dragon, how's it going? All right, so let's take it to the table. My head's a little cut off, so I'm getting tall. I'm getting tall. So let's go ahead and take it to the table and see how it goes. All right. So this is the table. I'm just playing with the Seekers of Humanity expansion content. Of course, it doesn't come with the store or the bonfire or the remnants of humanity, but it comes with other things. So this expansion came out last year, and this is the last expansion that they've released so far. So my plan is that after this Dark Souls Sunday, next one, I'm gonna mix all the decks together. That's traps, environments, um, like the the mini boss encounters, all of it, and I'm got treasures, everything. I'm gonna lay out the deck, and I want y'all to select for me who I'm going to play, and then we'll flip the board for the finale, and we'll go through it all like a Dark Souls crazy person. So yeah, it is pretty fun, Kate. So let's go ahead and determine. So we've got our new class cards here, which is the warrior and the cleric. Yay! So I'm gonna go with the warrior for the first one because I'm a lone sad person that is going to get attacked a lot. So I'm gonna go with this class, and then I'll shuffle their deck when the time comes. And they have a thing called Berserk Charge. flip this card over to hit the whole targeted row with this card's next attack. So when I attack, if there's two or three creatures here, I hit all of them. Or if they're here, I hit all of them. So we get to determine that by whichever row we hit. Really cool move, can do it once, but still cool move. And his big thing is strength, dex, and intelligence. Those are his key things in this deck. So here's how we're going to hit this thing off. First, before we even get into this playthrough, we have to determine what mini bosses are going to come in. So you get these tokens, and I'm just going to pull one out so you can see. And I put them in a bag because I don't like putting them down and shuffling them, you know what I mean? So you get these tokens here, right? Is like kind of like the eye, which is the symbol for this expansion. And you flip it, and it has the symbol. And from there, I go through this deck, pull that, and yes, the mini bosses have their own moves. And you go through it. So you pull as many as you have players. Since it's just me being solo, I'm going to pull one, and then that one, whichever it is, gets shuffled into whichever deck is down here. So that's my theme music. Okay, so we're going to pull that. Cool. Then we're going to go to this deck here, and we're going to find that symbol. And we can know who it is because we're shuffling in the deck and we'll deal with what they got. And yes, there's a lot. So it could get really, really nasty. There we go. So it's the Armor Dennis. I hope that's Dennis, so not all the other words that I said horribly. They have their own moves, and they have their own they have an ability that they get. So I take that, and what you'll notice is this lovely symbol right here that tells what deck they go into. Transpose treasure if I clear him, I get 2 souls. This is the expansion symbol, and they go right here. So he gets shuffled into this deck. I'm gonna put him in halfway, and then I'm gonna start shuffling. And he has his own moves, so if I draw him, bad things, but he also has an ability that we get, and we auto get it. Well, not auto get it. We get it in our hand once we beat him. We have to go back to the bonfire to kind of, but we can look and see what it is. I know a lot of people are like, don't look, but you get it. I don't mind showing you. I just won't show you what I pull from these ones. Well, I won't show me either until I go back to the bonfire. So we shuffle these. Alright, he's in there, and I've shuffled that. So, yay. Armor Dennis. Then I shuffle. That's words, right? I shuffle my hand. Shuffle those up, shuffle those up. So we get no shenanigans. No shenanigans. So we do that. And I'm going to place my guy. You always start off with 28 cards because that's what Bonfire 1 tells you that you do. Which is their base hand. Warrior goes middle because Warrior is tough. Right? And then we're going to draw up the 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see what we got. Some armor, not bad. Another shield. I can mulligan this because I can't really hit anything, but I'm going to get hit, so I'll be able to draw a card. So I'm going to hang on to them. So I have strength, a round shield that if I do a strength and dex, I block for 3. Or if I just do a strength and discard it, I attack for 1 and I push. An intelligence, a dex, an intelligence, and a northern armor, which if I do a strength and dex, I block for 3, or I just discard it to block for 3. So that's my hand. I'll go down here. All right. So I did not grab my symbol here. So that's where we start off at the bonfire. And then from there, we're going to determine where we're going to go. So we can either go to a level 2, then the boss, a level 1, a level 1, then the boss, a level 3, then the boss, or a level 3, and then the boss. So we're going to face a level 3 today, no matter what. But let's Level 2, I'm gonna go for level 1 because that guy's in there. So hopefully I can draw him, right? So let's shuffle these up. And the expansion doesn't come with the level ones like the Forgotten Paths one did, because the Forgotten Paths had those environment areas. So you'll have to use the level 1, 2, and 3 encounter areas from the main game. So this game heavily relies on the core game. The second expansion just needed the store, the bonfire, and the remnants of humanity. But this one, you definitely need the core game to play. Okay. All right. So we're gonna draw level 1, and it is the Road of Sacrifices. And since we're 1 player, we'll get 1 treasure, but we fight 2 level 1 monsters. So we're gonna move here to the Road of Sacrifice. And remember what I said, like the pathing that you have to go. So I can't go here, then here. I have to go through here, then up. So we're gonna fight 2 level 1. 1 is, he's gonna be here. And that is the Bellkeeper. He has 1 shield, 1 health, and he attacks for 4. Not cool, but he's weak against skilled. And number 2, this card cannot be pushed. Okay. So he has an ability that won't let him be pushed, but he has 3 health, 1 shield, attacks for 2. He's the Grim Worker. He doesn't seem happy, and he's weak to precise. All right, so they come out. They then start putting the screws to me. So this one attacks for 4 damage towards me. I'm going to play a dex and a strength and a dex to use either the round shield or the northern armor to block 3 of those, and then discard 1 for 4. Remember, this is your health. So as I keep losing, I keep losing. The next one attacks, and he's going to attack me for 2. I'm going to discard this to block 3, which is at the bottom here. So the northern armor, it's gone, and that is their attack. So then it's my turn. I draw back up the 6, another round shield, a dex, a battle axe, and a dex. And I need strength because I need strength to do anything. Awesome. Just awesome. So another ability that's on here that we found that we could do, which I didn't do before, and I don't see the point in it because it's wasting health, but it's an option. So I'm here to tell you your options. Your option is that you can discard, when it's your turn and you can't do anything, you could discard stamina to draw more stamina, but all you're doing is wasting health, and you're going to get attacked anyway, so why? So I would not. This one is a round shield, which is weak against skilled, so I can kill this guy if I could just get strength. If I can get a strength, I could kill him with this. And this guy's weak against precise. I don't have any precise, so it's like I'm just skilled. So I can't do anything. It's not gonna happen. And that's where someone would be like, okay, well, I'm gonna get rid of 1 so I could draw up and help. And it could work if you are playing more than 1 player. So if you're playing up to 3 players, which is the recommended of best fun time, but 4 is awesome, someone can do that so they can help the next as they fight. So the other 2 players could take care of these while I try to get back up instead of not doing anything. But since it's 1 player, it's a waste of health. I'm not going to do it. So I can't attack them, but I am going to move here, and they are going to attack me. So first person for 4. I can't do anything this round about that, so I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. No strength. 4. Okay. Then this one's going to attack me for 2, and it's 1, 2. Ooh, that hurt. And then I draw back up to 6. Come on, give me. Yes. All right, awesome. So I'm going to round shield this guy in the face. So I'm going to spend a strength and discard this to do 1 damage. Well, yeah, because it's pointless. Because this will be 2 damage to this. This guy's the one that's hurting me. and I've got another rounded shield. I'm okay. I'm going to spend a strength and then do the discard action of spending a strength to do 1 damage because it's skilled. It cuts through his shield. It would have done push, but that doesn't matter. He is defeated. And I don't have to deal with that anymore. So 3 souls from that guy for beating him, but I still got this problem. And then I draw back up to 2. Oh, that is awesome. Yeah, this guy's through. He is beyond. No, he'll live 1 round. So then he attacks for 2. I'm gonna go 1, 2. Then my turn. I'm gonna attack him with my battle axe. He's gonna block 1, but I'm gonna do this 3 attack. So I'm gonna do 1 dex, where you can see there at the bottom, and 2 strength to hit him for 3. And that hits him for 3, but he blocks 1. So he's got 1 health remaining. 4, 5, 6. He is through next round. He's done. Alright, so then it's his turn. He's going to hit me for 2. I don't know if I want to draw that. I don't know if I want to draw. You know what I can do? I'll do this. I'll block it. I'll do a strength and dex. Use my round shield to block. And that'll be that. I'll take care of that. And then I'll draw 2. Oh, even better. My turn. I'm going to use this with this to do the 2 damage. So he blocks 1, but I still hit him. And he dies. That was a rough round. Oof. That was very rough. So, total 5 souls and 1 item. That was a rough ride. I've got 2 health left. Yeah, I need to go to the bonfire because that hurt. So, yikes. So I'm going to go to the bonfire. I'm going to return to the bonfire. It turns into crackling fires. I get 1 common treasure, and my deckhand goes up to 31 from 28. So I've got 5, 1 common treasure, and 1 treasure, which is an ember. There we go. All right, so as an ember, I discard it to draw a card. While this card is in your deck, you gain +3 deck size. While it's in my deck, I gain +3 deck size. Only a single ember may be added to each player's deck. So that means if I draw another ember, I can't keep it, it stays back. But instead of having 31, I now have 34 that I can get on my deck, which is great. So all this comes back to my hand. All this comes back. This ember's going in, so it's 28, 29. I get a free 1 of these, and I'm all about the decks, no trouble. So I'm going to get a free 1 of these, and then, so that's 30. And then I get 2 for 31, 32. I get 1 of these, another 1 of those, and I'll grab 1 of these ones because that nice weapon worked for it really well, so that gets rid of these 2. So that was 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So remember, the Remnants of Humanity are there if you can't buy anything else and you have to fill up your deck, your deck size. So because of the Ember, it goes up +3. Yeah, it was a harsh first round, Kate. You have to go +3, and then, so +3 to 31 is 34. That works it out. Let's shuffle it up. And I'm back at the bonfire. This is open again. I'm going to go to a level 2 encounter. I really wanted y'all to see the battle with, but I don't feel like going through 2 monsters again. That was a little rough. The road of sacrifices was a hard road. That shuffle did nothing now. Here we go. For those who are pros at shuffling, like, I know there's some people, and especially it turns out to be a lot of those are those that play Magic. They can do like this corner shuffle. And I've seen it done. One of my friends does it. It's like They don't do here. They do like at this corner, and then they're able to blend it really well. I can't do that. As you can see, I just tried and it was complete abject failure. So, alright. Alrighty. Let's see what we got. It's everybody enjoy their 4th. Those who are in the States enjoy their 4th. For those who aren't, did you enjoy your weekend? And have that good time off? The weekends always never seem to be long enough, you know? It always seems to go by so quickly. Alright. Alrighty. Let's do it. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got a battle axe and stuff. There's no shielding. I could probably do like 1 damage with one of these things. But we'll work it out. I hate like saying, okay, well, I'm gonna mulligan weaponry and then never get weaponry. But it'll work itself out. Warrior's going back to the middle. I'm going over to a level 2 encounter, so let's shuffle that up. And those creatures that you have, the invaders that come into the deck, they're not just the level 1. They go in every single deck. So they range, which means their difficulty ranges and scales as well. But imagine it's like fighting a main boss plus monsters. So it's like that dog from last episode that just kept popping up and making my life terrible. But whenever, instead of springing another dog, it sprung a boss. Yikes. So that's shuffled, and since we're going level 2, let me shuffle the level 2 deck. And as you can see, they're not that there's not a lot to the level 2 decks for the expansions because they're meant to be blended in with the core game. I'm horrible at shuffling, so I sleeve so I can yeah, Dragonite. So sleeving, right? I think you were the one that asked me last game. I use this thing called Ultra Pro. Those are the sleeves that I use, which like have a symbol of a dragon on them. I have sleeved all these cards. I've sleeved all these cards. And when I have to do a stream, like when I'm about to stream, I have to unsleeve them all because the sleeves have this terrible, terrible glare that comes from my lighting. And I know I should get good and get my lighting to be better, but until I can afford that, as I am not wealthy by any means, as soon as I can afford that, I can upgrade my lighting. But until then, I have to deal with what I have. And that causes glare. So what I end up having to do is just unsleeve them, and then that takes care of some of the glare problems. So you can see up here, even unsleeved, there's just a little bit of glare from the lighting, but since I pull from there and move it over, it's not a big deal. So let's see where we're going. The Lost Labyrinth. 2 level 1 monsters and 2 treasure. Oh, look who it is! Armor Dennis! Yes, I'm calling him Armor Dennis, because I don't know how to say it any other way. And this guy who likes to do poison to me. Oh, this is awful. So, you get to see an invader pop out. When the invader pops out, their deck, which is this, which I'll shuffle. Ooh, what's that? Oh, that's their, if I beat them. Sorry. So they've got 4 cards that they do for their invader. DIY photography tricks. I'll check them out. I'll let them know. Thanks for letting me know that. I'll check them out to see if that helps. So they actually have their own activation like bosses, where I shuffle these up, and these things are what's going to harass me as they fight. So I'm going to put this over here. Actually, I'm going to move it right here so I don't forget about it. So this guy, he has 4 health. You're like, oh, 4 health, you got this. No. He has 4 health, 1 shield, and it says Artificer. This card gains an immunity in addition to a weakness on each of its behavior cards. When it is immune to an attack type, it does not suffer damage from an attack type of... Wait, what? When it is immune to an attack type, it does not suffer damage from an attack of that type. So that means that if it's immune to skilled, I can't hit it and just be like, oh, it's just going to block one and I get... No damage goes through. So I have skilled and heavy. So if it's ever heavy, I can't hit it. If it's ever skilled, I can't hit it. So we have to, at least I have 2 different ones so you can actually see that that happens. That's awful. And he only gives you 2 souls, but you get his treasure if I beat him. Start off in the center. They're going to go first. So this lovely creature applies, and they're in the same row. So if I can hit, I can swipe attack all of them. So he has no shields, 2 health, and hits for 4. So he hits for 4 and applies poison. And then this one's card will flip over. So he hits me for 4. Ugh. 1. Oh, that was the mistake. I need these 2 and this to do 3 damage to one of them. 2. Ugh, I needed that. 3. 4. No, I needed that too. So that was the 4 damage that he did to me, plus inflict poison. Then the armor goes, and he AoEs everyone. Because he's a terrible person. Moves back here. And he's immune to magical attacks. But he's weak against skill attacks. So he does 2 damage on that horrid soul vortex attack that he did to me. 2 damage. 1, don't be an intelligence. 2, okay. So what am I gonna do? Let me tell you what I'm gonna do. So he's weak against skilled, and I can attack him now. I can do these to do 2 damage directly to him, or get rid of it and do 3 damage to him. I'm going to do 2 damage to him because reasons. So I'll do 2 damage to him with this. So he suffers 2 damage. I probably should have killed this guy. Actually, that's what I'm going to do. I'm still going to do that attack. I'm just going to shift over here because this guy hits for 4. So I'm going to move 1. Poison says suffer 1 damage at the end of my activation. So I'm going to move 1. I'm going to do the 3 damage to kill this creature because he's just going to cause me pain. So that's 3, well, not 3 damage. 3 souls, not 3 damage. 3 souls. He didn't have any shield, he had 2 health. He hit for 4. I took care of him. So, end of my activation. Poison kicks off. I lose the health. I then draw back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay. Then he gets to go again. He is going to move here. He's weak against heavy, immune to skilled. And he's going to attack and push. The sword slash. So he's going to attack for 4. Really? Okay, so I'm going to discard the northern armor to block 3, and then discard one of these to block 4. Then I'm going to draw up 2 more. Okay. I can swipe to hit because he moved before I could have done that before. So I can flip that card and I can hit him for 3. No, I can't. He's immune. I can't hurt him for 3. I don't have this to hurt him at all. I can't hurt him this round. This is where that hurts. Because he's immune to skilled to where I could flip this card and arc slash. Then I could have at least hit him for 3. And I could have done that this round, but he's immune, so I can't hurt him. He's weak against heavy, but I don't have an intelligence to do 1 damage to him. Or 2, if I can even get over there. So I'm going to move back over here for my movement. And that's all I can do. Next one. He is going to move here. He's immune to precise, weak against magic, and he does 2 attack to me. And remember now, for those who are just watching this and being like, no, you're up here, this hits back here. When an attack happens from any creature in the game, first it says, does it hit the person here? If no one's there, then it checks the row. Highest person with aggro, the highest number, gets hit. If no one's in that row, then it comes up to this row and determines the highest person with hit. So he always hits me, unless it's an AoE. And if I'm not in the area of AoE, then it doesn't matter. So he hits me for 2. I need to be able to attack him. But he's weak against immune, so I can at least I can at least. I can at least hit him for 2 next round. But I have to do something. Alright, so I need 2 and 1. This is an or. This is not an and because you see the slash here. So it's either strength or dex. I got what I need to hit. 1, 2. Okay, so that's 2 damage. Come on, I need an int. Okay, so then my turn. I'm going to move here. Do this, and this to discard the battle axe. Man, I'd have cut through his shield with that. I don't know if I want to discard it. It would just do 1 damage to him. It's like a boss battle, right? So I can do 1 damage to him if I keep it, or 2 damage to him if I don't. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna live to regret this decision. I know it. I know it. I tell you what, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna keep it and just do 1 damage to him. Because I know something about him. So then I will pull 3. Okay. Alright, I have options. And the Ember card comes out in my turn, so I can do that to draw a new card. But his last activation, and we'll shuffle and redo again, he's going to AoE the front row, because that's what I do. He's immune to heavy, so I couldn't hit him with a friggin' axe. But, he's gonna do 3 damage to me. So on the Soul Greatsword, 3 damage. Okay, so I can't hit him with this now, so I'm gonna hang on to it. I need these 2, and I also need a dex, and he's gonna do 3 damage. So 1, 2, 3. No, I didn't want that to be a dex. Okay. Okay. And yeah, he stays in the same location. If you turn it, so he doesn't move. All right, so I'm gonna go for the battle axe. Just be 1 damage. I'm gonna get rid of this. Draw my card. Yeah. Yeah. So now let's do some punishment. So these 2 and this, for this to do 3, which turns into 2 because he blocks 1, because he's only immune to, he's weak against heavy. But, I mean, he's immune to heavy. But I only have to hit him 1 more time. 1 more time. Draw up. Ooh, this is looking rough. 4, 5, 6. I've got 3 health left on the deck, and the Remnant of Humanity came up. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna be taking the blunt of whatever happens here, and I hope it's just 2 damage, and he's weak to heavy. That would be fantastic. Oh, this is gonna be pretty bad. All right, he's weak against heavy, and he moves. And let's turn it this way so you can see. He moves over here, and he's gonna hit for 4. For 4. I have 3. Oh my gosh, I think I just lost. So he hits for 4. I only have 3 health. I don't think I can do it. I think I just lost to him. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I have to draw back up to 6, but I can't. I only have 5 cards. I got knocked out. And that is an invader mini-boss fight. So that means I lose the treasure. Put that at the bottom of the deck, because we don't know what it is. I lose that. And this goes... That's him. Where is he? Where'd he go? Oh, he's over here. So he, because I beat this monster, gets, oh yeah, this is what happens. He gets shuffled back into this deck until I beat him. Yep, that's my life. So go back to the bonfire for glowing logs. My deck size goes up to 34 plus 3 because I have the Ember in my so 30, 37. I can't buy a thing because I died, so it's at 34. I go to 37, 35, 36, 37. That's Invader, right? Because, you know, Dark Souls wasn't hard enough. They were like, nope, the game's not hard enough. We need pain, we need suffering, we need sadness. I think they already had that. They were just going for like the removal of all hope. I get 2 soul stamina. Oh, I get a 2 soul stamina card with this, so I don't have to take one of these guys. I'm gonna get a dex enemy. So yeah. So that puts it up there. Fun times, folks. Fun time. But we'll make it through. I would like to get. This might be. If this might be a case where maybe I might not be able to show you both bosses, but I'm gonna try. I am going to try. Because I'd like to get to the bosses even if I lose to them so you can actually see what they look like. Fun time. Alright, cool. I'm going back to the level 2 encounter because I want to get to the boss. Which is these guys, and I already shuffled these. Level 2 means I fight 2 level 1s. He's back in here, so I need to shuffle this back up. Aren't you looking forward to getting this to your table? Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright, 2 level 1s. Here we go. Oh! Right! Right! I might not get to this guy. Alright, so he goes here. And he goes here and inflicts bleed here. But he attacks for 3. So he's going to hit me and inflict bleed. Well, no, he doesn't inflict bleed. He inflicts bleed here. But he attacks for 3, so he's going to hit me for 3. If anyone was here, it would hit bleed. So I'm going to draw my 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy is really following me. Armor. Shield. Mulligan. I can't mess around with this guy. So that was my only mulligan for this. He's back! He is Kate. He won't leave me alone. Oh my gosh. Like, don't you have other Dark Souls players to harass and kill Armor and Dennis? Okay. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was the only mulligan I could take for this bonfire, so this is what I got. At least I have a 1 draw card on here. But that's not going to help me. And we shuffle up this thing of pain. I have no weapons. Alright. Help me. Alright, so I'm going to get hit for 3 first of all from this guy. 1, 2. Don't be a weapon, don't be a weapon. Why? So then, he's gonna attack. He's gonna move here. AoE the first for 3. He's immune to heavy. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's my turn. I draw back up the 6. Hey, look, the thing that he's immune to, I drew it. But I can kill that creature at least. Because he has no shields, 2 health. So I'm going to burn this Ember to get a card. And then I'm going to move over here. Because getting hit for 3 is not fun. He's got 2 health. It would be a discard to do this, but I'm going to do that because I need him out of the way. So he's beaten. 4 souls for beating him. 4. Alright. So I moved, did that. Cool. Cool. Oh, back up. Please give me a weapon. Please. Please. Oh, no. Oh, no. Not again. Not like this. Not like this. Alright, so then the next draw is going to be, he's going to move here. He's weak against, he's immune to precise, weak against magical, and he does 2 damage to me. Huh. I mean, 1, 2 damage. Draw back up 2. Come on. No. I'm gonna move here. I can't do anything. This is awful. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I'm going to die again. He's going to move here. Blast the entire thing for 2. 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2. My turn. Get rid of this to draw a card. I'm just gonna take it. I mean, what can I do? What can I do? He's weak against heavy. Can't do anything. There's nothing to worry about. He's gonna attack me for 4, and he's gonna move here and then push me back when he does. So I need to keep that. 1, 2. I know this is a weapon card. I know it. 3. I told you. I told you it was a weapon card. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm going to die. So then I push back. I draw 1, 2, 3 cards. Ha. I know, Kate. I do. I need to, like. It's Heart of the Cards. It's just not in there. I just can't. I'm cursed. I'm cursed. That is the only thing that can count. I'm gonna move forward 1 because I want to be able to hit him. He's gonna move back here. AoE everything for 2. He's weak against. I'm gonna get rid of this thing to block. Actually, no, I'm not, because that's gonna end. That's gonna do my death. I'm going to get rid of these 2 to block 3. Hold on to that armor. So I block his attack. Thank goodness. Draw 2. Give me a weapon. Draw a card. You are killing me. You're literally killing me. He's gonna move here, hit for 4, and push. When I get a weapon, I won't have anything to use it with. 3 and 1. 1, 2. Draw a card. Alright, so then my turn. Oh, that pushed me. So then my turn, I move back up. I can't hit him because I'm a warrior. I'm not ranged. I need to be in the same column as him to be able to hit him. So at least I can prep for next attack, right? Right? And he's weak against heavy. Now he's weak again. Now he's weak against precise. He moves here. And then AoE's the front for 3. Look how much he is burned down by me just drawing terribly. 1, 2, 3. My turn. Draw up to 1. That doesn't push me at least, so I can move over here. I can attack him for 2. Because I don't want to get rid of it, I'm going to attack him for 2, which is this, this, and this. I'll hit him for 2. He blocks 1, so it's just, that's just the way it goes. I draw up 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey, look what decided to show. And then he does this, where he moves back 1 and attacks for 2. I have 1 card left. I lost again to this creature. Get rid of 2. I can only draw 1. I lose. I lose. Yep. And guess where he goes? So I lose these lovely 4 souls and the 2 treasures that I could have gained. But he's going back in the deck. Shuffle it up. Shuffling. Like I'm not just doing regular shit. I'm just jamming, doing different stuff. Wow. Wow. I'm on number 4 already, and I haven't faced a single boss. I get a 5 soul. I'm grabbing one of these. And I go up to 37 plus 3, which would make it 40. I can't buy anything, so this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11, 12. 25, 26, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. So I get 3 more cards. This one plus these 2, and the 3's because of the ember. So there we go, 40. I died again. I died again to this guy. I think you've seen the boss battle, right? And the boss battle is this guy. All right. I'm going the other way. I'm going the other way. I'm fighting a level 3 encounter. I'm going the other way. What's the worst that can happen? Famous last words. Yeah, Kate, I just decided that too. I'm gonna do a level 3. This is murder. You are watching a slaughter happen right now. That was just a bad card draw. I mean, all jokes aside, and I'm just, you know, we're having fun. But that was just a really bad card draw, even with a mulligan. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten rid of that mulligan. I probably would have been a little bit more successful. But we're going for a level 3 encounter so we can face... Ooh, so we can face... you can at least see 1 boss before I die. Alright. We're going to go up here. Gotta shuffle this up. It's not a lot of level 3 decks. Like I said, it's supposed to be mixed in with all the other expansions and the main core stuff, so that you can really play it. So, all right, level 3. I face a level 1 and a level 2 monster in the perished depths, and it's 3 treasures if I win. A level 1 monster. All right, I'm taking bets. How much do you bet that he's up there? And level 3s, there's just 4. Level 2, sorry. Level 2s, there's a bunch of those. So how much you want to bet? He's in there. He's right there at the top. He's followed me. He's like, Canje, you beat the Moonlight Butterfly, you must die. And I will kill you every chance I get. Alright, so here we go. Level 1. Oh, thank heaven, it's not him. I welcome the pain. And this guy goes. Alright, he hits for 5. Ugh, and it's an AoE that he does every single time he hits for 5. So, as long as I stay out of this row, but I have to move in to hit him, so he's going to hit me at least once. He hits for 3, 1 shield, 2 health, 1 shield, 2 health. If I can push him back, I can arc this row and probably do some damage to take them both out. So I need those cards. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do I have? Mulligan. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. We're not going to start like this. No bet. Oh my goodness. Here we go. All right. Okay. There's cards. Let's see what we got. We have a weapon. We have a weapon. We have a weapon, folks. We have one. All right, so he's gonna arc this way. I'm not there. No damage. He is going to, though, hit me straight up for 3. So 1, 2, 3. Then I draw up 2. Oh, look, armor. Look, things. All right, so this guy, he has 1 shield. He has 2 health. I am going to, I'm going to spend, oh, sorry. I got this remnant I got to spend to pull a card. Okay, I'm going to spend this. Oh, I have to hit him. Because he has 1 shield, I can't hit him for 1. I have to discard this to just knock down 1 health. So I'm going to do that. Hit him for 1. End my turn. Draw 2. An Ember. And a Remnant. Cool. Alright, so... Arc, nothing. So he just keeps lancing that side. There's a Lanceman. A Hedge Knight Lanceman. And then this guy's going to hit me for 3. Ooh. I'm going to get to draw a card anyway for these two, so 1, 2. Oh, sorry, I don't have to do that. I'm crazy. I have my Northern Armor that if I spend this and this, I block 3 damage. Go away, you horrid creature. So then I'll do my X, this, do these 2, get that, and that. I don't have anything to fight with because I need an intelligence to fight with this, and that hasn't come up yet. So, end my turn. Lances this area, doesn't hit me. I like that guy. Then this guy's going to hit me for 3. I'm going to discard this one to block 3. No damage. My turn up. There we go. I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3. To hit him for 2 damage. He blocks 1, but he still takes a hit, and he dies. So I get 2 souls for that. Now to deal with this guy. Draw up to 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so... I need to be able to do... Okay, so I've got to burn this ability so that I can arc his back to hit him for 3. None of my attacks are magical, so it's just he's gonna block 1, and it'll be 2 damage, so I can beat him. So what I need is 1 more strength and 1 more dex. Can't do anything. This is where the discard procedure comes in, so it's not a stalemate. So I can discard cards to draw up. This is where that makes sense. So I'm going to... I can beat him. I just need to be able to do it. I'm going to discard this, this, and this. I'm going to discard 3 cards to draw 3. 1, 2, 3. He attacks, doesn't do anything. I get to draw a card. Doesn't do anything because that doesn't work. So I need 1 more strength. I'm going to get rid of these 2. Draw 2, give me a break. He's gonna lance. Get to draw 1. Really give me a break. Oh my gosh. Oh, I need that. So then draw 2. There it is. 1, 2. He lances the front. Now I'm going to spend my ability to basically AoE the back row. And I'm going to spend it to burn 3. So I'm doing 1, 2, and 1. And this to do 3 damage. He blocks 1, but he has 2 health. And I hit him for 2. He died. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 souls and 3 treasure. 1, 2, 3. 6 souls, 3 treasure. And my health is looking horrible. My health is looking terrible. My health's looking bad. I could lose 3 treasure and 6 souls if I don't go back to the bonfire, but if I do, I have to face them again, and then I could get to see the boss. I'm gonna die anyway. If I go back to the bonfire, it's the last time I could go to the bonfire, so you won't see either. I'm going to the boss. I'm doing this because this is for you. This is for you so you can see me get to a boss. I will lose this. That's okay. I want you to at least see 1 boss in this playthrough before I die. And that boss is the Pursuer. You know, aptly named, that other creature, Armor Dennis, should have been the Pursuer, because he pursued me and destroyed me twice. But this is the Pursuer. Let me get let's see really good how it looks. There you go. Alright, whenever a character moves out of the Pursuer's column, the Pursuer is placed on the front row of the column they move to. So there's no getting away from him. He goes here, and he has 9 health. 9 health. He blocks 2, and this is his ability stuff. So he's going to pursue me. Oh, Lord. Okay. All right. Like I said, I'm doing this because if I go back to the bonfire, you will not see who this is. And I'd like you to at least see. I can see if I can make it to both of them. I can see if I can make it to both of them. So drop. There we go. Okay, Pursuer, you attack first. And he doesn't have a heat up. So when I beat him, I actually beat him. Like, he doesn't have a heat up. There's no backside to this card. I just have to hit him for 9, and then I beat him. First thing he does is character hit by impale. He's going to move here, and it hit me for 5. Character hit by impale. What is impale, my dear friend? That is a new ability. A new problem. So this is the manual for it. It is like super tiny. All right, so he is the Pursuer. The Pursuer is a dangerous and powerful enemy entirely focused on his pursuit of the exploring party. Whenever a character moves out of a column containing the Pursuer moves to the left or right in order to be in the same column as the character who just moved. Note, this means that the Pursuer may move multiple times in the same player activation. The Pursuer is defeated when it has been reduced to 0 HP. But it doesn't say what Impale is. Not even on the icon breakdown. And our handy-dandy rulebook here has conditions. Type of attack, so we have search, range, push, shift, heal, dodge, inflict, block. Might be something that comes up in another card. So we'll say character hit by impale. That is dark magic. He's weak against precise. He does 5 damage. I'm going to discard this. Actually, I'm going to do the and to block 3. 4, 5. I drop 1. Oh, he moves to find me. Then he's going to move back. Weak against skilled. Does 4 damage to me. So I discard this to block 3, 4. 1, 2. This is just a matter of time. So my turn, I'm going to. He blocks 2. He blocks 2. Like throwing battle axes at him is all I can do. All right. Then he's going to move here and attack for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I live, but I lose. So he knocks me out. I lose these 3 treasures, and I go back to the bonfire. Let's see what they were because I brought this on myself. A golden falcon shield, which I could have blocked 3 and held on to. A shadow set, wouldn't have cared to, and an ember, which I'd have to discard. So the golden shadow shield would have been cool. Goes to the bottom of the deck. I lose 6 souls for those. So you saw the Pursuer at least. Go back to the bonfire. Final time at the bonfire. It went by quickly. Final time at the bonfire. 40 cards. 43 because I have this. So this is 40 I think I have now. I have 40 now, so I get 3. I get a transposed treasure. Oh, I didn't shuffle this guy. You see what this is? I pray for the Gargoyle's Shield. I pray for it. Oh wait, no, it's not in this expansion. I pray for something like the Gargoyle Shield. And hope I don't die. So let's see what we got. Transposed Treasure. The Giant Stone Axe. Look at that. 4 damage to keep 5 damage. An enemy attacked by this weapon suffers -1 defense until the start of the next player's activation. That's an interesting card to have. So that goes, I'll throw it in the middle. So that's 1, 2, 3. And for those just joining, I grab, even though the deck says 40, I get 43 because I have an Ember card. But it has been horrible, as this is not my, well, I mean, you know, Kate, it's never my day for Dark. Is it ever anyone's day for Dark Souls? Like, everyone, at least you saw one boss. So I'm gonna try to make it to the next one. And I'm going to hope, I'm gonna really hope that that top bad guy card is not him. He is at the bottom of the deck, and he won't pursue me. But don't you want to play with this expansion and, you know, die horribly? Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Mulligan, final mulligan. I need a weapon, I need a shield, and lots of hope. Dark Souls Sundays, Dragons. Dark Souls Sundays, that's what it's all about. I suffer so that for your enjoyment. I suffer for your pure enjoyment. I'm okay with it. I'm glad that you're here with me today to watch this all melt. Watch the world burn. So. And then we'll mix stuff in. Mix it up. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was my last mulligan. What may come? Battle Axe. Okay, alright. I'm not mad about it. I can at least block 1. I can't do any attacking. But let's find out what happens. He's not here. I'm believing he's not here. I'm believing it. Yes. So I will take 4 damage over him. He's not here. Come on, one more time. Woo-sa, woo-sa, woo-sa. All right. I'm okay with this. I mean, they hit me for 4 each, which is, ouch, 8 damage I'm going to suffer this round, but I'm okay with this. So, first one attacks, I'm going to use my Northern Armor. Discard 2 to block 3. Get rid of this for 4. Second one attacks, I just got to take it in the face. 1, 2, oh no, not the and, 3, and 4. Draw back up 3. Oh, and he pushes me this way. 1, 2, 3. So, you jerk face jerk, I'm going to move back here. And I'm going to spend this and this to throw it to you in the face because you're weak with heavy. Ooh. You're weak with heavy, I don't have to discard this. I bypass that, I just spend this, you are dead. Because it's the last cool dashes, I don't get souls or prizes for anything. Oh, I'm sorry, let y'all know I'm here. So that's where it is. Card. Because that was my attack. His turn, he attacks me for 4. 1. 2. 3, 4. And then I'll draw 2. My turn, get rid of this to draw a card. Got a new armor. I'm going to then spend this to throw 2 at him where he's in my row. So he blocks 1 and he takes 1 damage. Then 1, 2. He's going to attack me. I'm going to discard this card to block that, to block 3. I have enough to kill him. 4. And then I'm going to draw 1. Then I'm going to do, I just have to do 2 damage to him. So this, and this to do 2 damage. He blocks 1, but I kill him. He's dead. Hey, and I got a pretty decent portion. And look at that. So I draw back up the 6 because I'm going straight to the boss because I care about you so much. I'm going straight to the boss. So you get to see both bosses this round. So we're going to pull out the next boss, which is him, and you will find he is the last giant. Let's go ahead and get him down so you can see what he looks like. Only use the 6 non-heat up behavior cards while this is on the enemy battle board. So he comes out, he has 4 health, and when I beat him, he heats up. Only use the 6 non-heat up behavior while this card is on the enemy battle board. So 6 non-heat up. So let me find those so I don't spoil it for you. So those are the heat up cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh, and because I was at the bonfire, I get to do that. All right. Okie dokie. The last giant. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Here we go. 3 damage. He AoEs. He moves over here. And then he AoEs this area with stagger, but I'm not there, so it doesn't hurt me. So this doesn't happen to me. However, I'll put these up here because this is pretty much how it's going to go down. I can hit him for 3. He doesn't have any, he blocks 1, so I'll hit him for 2 if I do move that way. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to boom, boom, boom. Oh wait, I didn't do my draw. Thank you. So do these plus this for 3 damage at the bottom. They hit him for 3. He blocks 1, so he takes 2 damage. All right, Mr. Giant. Then I draw 1, 2, 4. He goes to his next turn. He moves back to center, AoEs the front, and pushes. So 2 damage. 2 damage. I'm going to discard my northern armor to block it all, but he pushes me. I'm gonna move up. I can't hit him because I have to be in the same, but I can arc if I get something good. So I draw up, draw a card, draw a card. Ooh, that's real good. I'm gonna burn my ability. I burn my ability. I'm going to spend 2 and 1 to get rid of the battle. To arc him for 3 because I'm doing the arc slash. He blocks 1, but that's still 2 damage. I defeat him, and hey Elizabeth, how you doing? How you doing? And he heats up. And when he heats up, it says resolve the 2 heat behavior cards in any order, then add them to the discard pile. So he's back to 4 health. Resolve them, which means they flip, and then I reshuffle everything back in. So what happens? He's going to hit me for 6 and for 5. Oh my gosh. So he's going to move here, hit here for stagger, but it's not there, but he's still going to hit me for 5. And then let's resolve them in order, shall we? I need to draw back up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's hitting me for 5. I do these 2 with my round shield to block 3. For 5. Nope, sorry. 5. Nope. Doing this. And then he's going to move here and hit and push me back 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just like that. And then this gets shuffled back into here to happen again. And I lose. Bloom. But at least so my accomplishments for today was to show you the 2 bosses, which you saw, the invader, which you saw very thoroughly, and I at least was able to defeat one side of the last giant to where he heats up. So he destroyed me. Where was this guy? I must know. Nope. No. Wait, is he at the bottom? There he is. He was third from the bottom, so he would have Armor Dennis would have come up again. So yeah, this guy, bane of my existence. And then you can see how quickly a game can go if you're not careful, if you're not playing it properly. So one player hard, challenging, not hard, challenging, but doable because you saw me beat the Moonlight Butterfly. 2 players a little better because we could play off of each other and talk strategy. 3 players ideal because at least one person is picking up the slack when 1 or 2 of them can't. And then 4 players ultimate. You've got a great sense of accomplishment that's going on here. So this expansion is a great addition of pain and lost hope. And I'm okay with that because it's Dark Souls Sunday. So I had some pretty bad draws, Kate, but that's how it goes, you know? That's how those things go. So let's head back up to the top and let's chat before we call it. All right, so what did y'all think of this expansion? Let me know, like, what did you think of it? Did you enjoy it? Were you like, oh man, this makes the game way too hard and unenjoyable? But if you think about it, and if we look back at the BGG set on it, you see that it had the highest rating for an expansion that they've had before, because the previous one was like 7.7 and the first one was 6.5 or 7 or just a straight 7. So they've been getting progressively better. And with this one being an 8.1 that adds this ability, and let me show you. Where's his? Here it is. Where is his ability? His card. It was somewhere around here. These are what he hits me with. Put it somewhere. I'm blind. I must have left it in here. I think I left it in here. I think I must. No, it says I pulled it out. I pulled that. I pulled his card out, and I put it somewhere because I can show you if I would have beaten him what I would have gotten. It's hard, but I think I like this expansion best out of all of the ones you've shown. Could be interesting when you start mixing them. Oh yeah, the last one I'm definitely gonna mix them back together. Let's see if I could find where his ability is. It's these 2 level 1s, level 1, a level 1, a level 2, and a level 1. 2 level 1s. I don't know what I did with his ability. If I would have beaten him, I would have gotten a prize from him. And I don't know where it is, because all the invaders come with 4 action cards and a prize. So you can see here that, and let me just kind of zoom in so you can see. So you can see the Marvelous Chester has 1, 2, 3, 4, and then if you beat him, you get this, which is the Chester set, which lets you dodge for some stuff. Or you have the Night Slayer Tesorig with 1, 2, 3, 4, and you get this ring. So you get these different. So if you beat them, you get their transposed item. I'd love to show you what Armor Dennis's was, but I can't seem to find it. Wow, it's not like it's a lot of cards on this table either. I don't know. I don't know where it is. I'll find it eventually. So, yeah, let's see. I'm going to have to watch how to play for this game. I don't own it, but it seems tough. Yeah, Elizabeth, it's challenging. It is challenging. You're going to die a lot. You're going to die a lot. But if you have people to play with, you can minimize the amount of death that you're going to face when you fight these creatures. Let's see. I think you put it on the bottom of one of the piles on the right. I did? You're right. I did. Here it is. You're absolutely right. Thank you, Kate. Let's head on back. Here it is. So if I had beat him, I'd have gotten this clear blue stone ring that says, while this card is in your hand, each time you perform an action, you may change one stamina to an any. That's pretty clutch. So the blue stone ring, if I would have beaten him, I would have gotten that. So that means that for any of these, it could have been an any. So if I was like, okay, well, I need another strength, I could have just been, okay, well, I'm just going to make that an intelligence, or I'm going to make it an any slot instead of a strength slot, use the intelligence that I have, and then be able to do the ability. So it's a really cool card that you would get if you were able to beat him. So that goes back with him at the bottom, which goes back on that deck. So that was his ability. I shuffled it in here where I shouldn't have done that, but then the Ember cards that you have. So kind of just a breakdown, you have invaders that you draw. I put them in a bag, but you draw these tokens that look like this, Elizabeth, just to kind of show you. That look like this. And then you flip it over, and that tells you what invader from this deck to shuffle into any one of these decks. And you can see that by the symbol here that tells you which deck they go into. So for as many players as you have, so if you have 4 players, you put 4 invaders throughout. If you have 1 player, which I did, then I put Armor Dennis in there, and Armor Dennis just kept coming back out. And what it is, it's a mini boss fight. So I got punched by the mini boss. I lost to the mini boss a lot. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'm grown. But it's basically like you're fighting a boss with other creatures. Now, here's the funny piece, right? For the final Dark Souls Sunday, I call it the final Dark Souls Sunday because this is the last expansion they release. So when they release another expansion, I'll get that and have another Dark Souls Sunday. But for the final Dark Souls Sunday next Sunday, I'm mixing it all together. So I will be drawing one of them no matter what and placing him in one of the higher decks, shuffling all that up. And then there's going to be traps. There's going to be environmental impacts possibly. And you are going to let me know, whoever joins me for the final Dark Souls Sunday, you're going to let me know which class I'm going to play. And out of all the classes, I'm going to lay them all out. I'll tell you the abilities so you can be like, okay, we'll go with this one. And then you're going to let me know which one to pick. And I'm going to go through the other side of this board so you can see the final 2 monsters. And that will conclude Dark Souls Sunday. So let me know in the comments if I made any mistakes. Let me know, and let me head back up here. Let me know in the comments if I've made any mistakes. Let me know, because I learned by doing. Next up, so next week's going to be interesting for me. Next week, I've got some days off. So board games. So what I'm going to do is Monday, I'm playing Proving Grounds, which is a really great game by Renegade Games. So I'm going to be playing Proving Grounds. I'm going to play 2 rounds of Proving Grounds, whereas I'm going to play through 1 full set and then put a variant on and play through that other set. And that's on Monday. And I'm doing that a little earlier in the day than 5:30. So you'll have to check the channel to see exactly where that is. Tuesday, it's a double Tuesday. So Tuesday, I'm doing episode 2, which is scenarios 3 and 4 of Jaws of the Lion. And then the finale of The Call for Shadows of Kilforth. The Call is a story that not even a story, a summary snippet of expanding on Shadows of Kilforth and Gloom of Kilforth. So episode 4 is the finale of The Call, and there's gonna be a spoiler in there at the end for how it leads into Veilwraith. So if you don't want the spoiler, stick around and I'll make sure to say this is about to be a spoiler so you can hop off if you don't want to see it, or you can stick through and see what that goes with. So that's the plan. After the last Dark Souls Sunday, I have a new game with depth, and that's the hint that I gave last time that I'm going to be bringing in place on Sundays. And then after Shadows of Kilforth finale, I'm going to look and see on my Shelf of Shame which game to pull, and I'll pull that down. Thank you so much for subscribing, for being here with me. I so enjoy having you with me playing these games. And during this time, you know, it's a less lonely feeling. Um, Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. My goal is to get to 100 subscribers, and then I'll do something. I don't know. I'll floss. I'll do the floss dance. I'll do something. My goal is to get to 100 subscribers. Then I will keep going from there and keep playing games. So yeah, insert quote from, you know, that somebody says here of take care of yourselves and each other or blah blah blah, and I will see you next time. Later.